Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Anime Roomy. And so here are the members.
I'm lovely, lively pink Sakura.
I'm your Blue Ranger One-san, Yuri.
And I'm your MC, a touch of sweet and sour yellow, Yuzu. So continuing from the last time, we're excited to have the lead admin of MyAnimeList, or the largest anime and manga database and community website. Alison, hi, welcome back.
Hello, thanks for having me again.
To the room.
So, like in the last episode, we'll be continuing our special Tell Us Alison Senpai Summer Anime 2022. Hopefully everyone listening has already checked out some of the information regarding summer anime. But today, Alison-san will be sharing her recommendations for summer anime. So what do we have today?
So another title that I'd like to bring attention to that newer anime viewers may not know too much about is Oshi Summer Anime. It's an anime adaptation of a manga which actually finished publishing in 2010, more than 10 years ago. But it's a seinen psychological series. It really goes deep into the thoughts and feelings of all of the different characters. And it's something that I think really has wide appeal to many people. So I'm crossing my fingers for a really good adaptation. I hope it's going to be good. But there aren't any PVs out yet, so...
As we record this, we're still a few months out from the summer season debut. So the other thing that could be happening is they're just like waiting to draw out people's anticipation. Because I have to say, pretty much since this concluded and the manga concluded, I mean, it's had a huge amount of buzz. And fans have been really, really hungry for this to get an anime adaptation. And it was equally split between people desperate to see one and people who said, no, it'll never happen. They would never try and do a manga like this. I'm very, very interested to see how they're going to play it because there's so many elements of this. I don't want to give too much away. I do want people to go out and read it. Alison, have you read the manga yourself?
Yes, I do. And actually, it's one of the ones I frequently recommend in Secret Santa each year.
So for people like me who haven't seen it yet, can you give us like a little summary without spoiling anything, if that's possible?
So it's about a college student who is rather kind of depressed and run down with his life. And he meets almost like the series version of Luna, the cat of Sailor Moon. Only he meets a lizard. And instead of saving the world, he meets a girl who wants to destroy it. And they need to collect group members who will help them save the world, but it is only between him and the girl that they actually plan to destroy it at the end. It's really interesting. It really has a lot of character development. It really gets into the characters' thoughts and feelings. So it's really great.
I should also mention one of the things that drew me to the manga initially is the subtitle of it is Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer. And believe it or not, these are things that are important to the plot.
Biscuit Hammer. Okay.
Wow. Oh yeah, you gotta see what that's about. My lips are sealed, but I'm quite interested to see how this will be done. If they're going to go by the book and make it somewhat serious, or if there's an intention of like centering some of the sort of surreal humor that also goes along with the story from time to time, because it's played fairly serious, but it's also like definitely sort of absurdist in many ways.
Definitely.
So who would you recommend this anime to?
I think I would recommend it to anybody who likes stories that aren't initially what they appear, you know, and have kind of a larger plot that connects everything together. A bit of mystery, a bit of psychological, some comedy. Definitely good.
Yeah, I don't think I've watched many anime like that before, so I definitely think I'll be looking into this one.
Yeah.
So we got to learn more about some of the new upcoming summer anime for 2022. But after this, we'll be talking about 2022 summer anime with the Roomys and MyAnimeList lead admin, Alison Senpai. Anime Roomy! Next up is a report from Japan, Mikan's OTA-KATSU Diary.
Mikan's OTA-KATSU Diary. Hey Roomies! As you guys know, I am living alone right now in Japan, and that means I am eating a lot of konbini food, but the difference in lineup is insane. Like, I always knew Japanese konbini had like some crazy good food, but I don't know. So lately, I've been really addicted to Family Mart chicken, or they say like famichiki. And the other day at school, I was craving one really badly, but we only had like a 10-minute break. So I like ran down the building and ran to my nearest Family Mart, and I just like bought one and ate one while running back to class. But my friends were like, oh my god, like, why are you so desperate to get a famichiki? And I was telling them, like, you know, we don't get that like, you know, in the US. Like, I mean, yeah, there's some hot food and like taquitos rolling and rolling around, but you don't get like crispy, hot, juicy, tender chicken just on the go for like, I don't know, not even $2. You know, like, this might be normal for you, but for me, this stuff is insane. Like, you know, it's delicious, and we don't get that at home at all. So, I don't know. I've been really into that lately. And, you know, it's just like these things that Japanese people find so normal, whether it be like the snacks or the bento or onigiri, you know, the good fresh foods that they have lined up at the konbini. They think it's so normal, but to me, like, I'm just realizing how nice it is to have all of that lately. I wish I could send some over to you guys. But yes, that is my report for today. Thank you guys. Mikan's OTA-KATSU Diary.
So, Roomies, let's start talking about our Oshi Summer Anime. What do we have that we should be looking forward to this summer? Yuri, you seem like you have something on mind.
The hype has been building for pretty near a year now. In fact, I know Smoothie passed their like 1-year anniversary of their formation.
Oh,
but,
really?
It worked. Oh, because I'm very, very excited for Tokyo Mew Mew New.
Yay.
The reboot of Tokyo Mew Mew, which was like a full length, what we would now call a 4 core series when it initially came out, and was very well received. But they're starting from the beginning of the story again, so it can be called a reboot, but like it looks like a new coat of paint on the old story that was so beloved. And I'm very, very, very highly anticipating this one. It looks really great. And it's gonna be very cool to see something that was sort of up there with Precure, I think, and of Sailor Moon, sort of like a decade before, was Magical Girl series touchstone, because we love our magical girls here among the Roomies. But seeing the classic story with the modern sensibility really, really has me pumped up. It looks absolutely adorable. This just did get the first animated promo video released not too long ago. And not only that, but the casting seems to be absolutely on point. It's a great mix of the 5 newcomers who are just really adorable and very well cast. And some heavyweight Seiyu veterans. We have Yuichi Nakamura as Shirogane, Yuma Uchida as Aoyama. I'm really delighted to see who the villains are going to be. And to top it off, the theme songs so far have all been adorable and catchy and live in my head.
Oh my god, I cannot get that song stuck out of my head. The one that goes dun, 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 dun. You know that one?
Yeah, that one. Oh, I better not continue in case we don't want to have to. We don't want to get hit with licensing fees, but it looks like it'll be a lot of fun. Sakura, how about you? What's like got you the most hyped for the summer 2022 season?
So my summer bop which I'm hoping is going to be a bop, is Hataraku Mao-sama. We deserve a sequel by now. Like, I mean, that was definitely one of those like reverse isekai shows that people really liked. And, you know, working at McDonald's and you're like a demon lord and was it her No, the landlord wasn't. It was somebody. I can't remember the hero girl, what she ended up being in like the real world or our world, whichever. But you know, just like that, like his butler becoming like his house husband to me is just like so beautiful. And like that gyapumoe of like, oh yeah, your number one right hand man who's supposed to go down right in front of you, or you know, the chubos kind of guy is like vacuuming, he's filling out paperwork, he's doing your guys' taxes. It's like one of my favorite shows, definitely. It's one of those shows that I had what is it? I had like a short hiatus with anime, and Mao-sama Hataraku is definitely one of those shows that I found on, oh God, it was like some offhand streaming site, and they just had a bunch of like anime that most people hadn't watched or didn't realize were watching or something like that. And I watched the whole show in like 2 days or whatever downstairs in my living room, of all places. Back then, the anime room was my bedroom with a laptop. So it was a wonderful experience.
So for me, I have not really an anime. It's what it is, but it's a movie. So I'm looking forward to Tsurune's movie, and it's called Hajimari no Issha. So have you guys seen the anime Tsurune before?
It's the archery one, right?
Yeah,
the one that gets called Archery Boys.
Yeah, I love that. Like the art is so good. Kyoto Animation, right? You know,
it's amazing. Pretty much a given that it's going to look beautiful.
They have a website for it up, actually, and like the website is so pretty, and like all the flowers. It's hold on, I need to pull it up right now, but
I'm on it already.
It's so pretty.
While you're looking it up, do you with the title sort of leads me to believe. Since it looks like you could call it the first shot in an English translation, is this meant to be a prequel?
I actually am not really sure about like the plot yet as much, but I know like the art. They have like a trailer for it. It's beautiful, of course, and I'm just looking forward to getting to be able to like see all those characters again. You know, I can't remember when the anime first came out. I feel like it was a couple years ago now, and I just kind of miss. You know, seeing that. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know.
I feel the exact same way about the Eurocamp movie.
Oh, yeah.
Also coming. The only downside with the movie is, unlike series that are streaming every week and are simulcast or near simulcast, with the movie, you can never be quite sure when you're going to be able to see it.
But like the best part is actually going to the theater.
Yeah.
Savor the wait for it a little bit more.
One thing for sure though is if KyoAni can do anything right, it's make pretty boys beautiful.
Yeah. Like their Megane Danshi too, always on point.
Oh my goodness. And the eyes, the way they make the eyes sparkle,
yeah, they're so
just
pretty.
Oh my gosh.
And also I feel like one thing about archery is like being able to capture that like really like that moment when like arrow is released, right? And I think like the animation is really essential for that portion of, I guess, archery, right? So I think KyoAni did a great job with the anime at least, and I'm high expectations for the movie.
I sure hope it does like actually get brought out here, because if there's one thing I'd love to do is watch another KyoAni movie or anything on the big screen, because like that's one of the cool things about these recent years is like them bringing like was it G-Kids? That's like another company that's out here bringing out movies and stuff. And I think one of the best parts is definitely the fact that they're bringing it out to theaters here, and you don't actually have to sit at home and watch it on your little Lenovo.
Plane ticket to Japan. And my goodness, like Alison Senpai, if I can like sidebar for a moment, did you ever, when you were just starting your journey into otakudom, think that you could go down to your nearest big city movie theater right here in the country where you live and watch an anime movie
that wasn't a Ghibli movie
with subtitles? Yeah, like no, even like Ghibli Once Upon a Time was unthinkable, and now
like the Jujutsu Kaisen movie. I feel like everyone I knew was going to that, like the local movie theater to go there. So
This was for me, my very first like in the theater movie was one of the Ava movies.
My gosh.
Beautiful.
Yeah, unfortunately, my first is a Ghibli movie.
I don't think there's anything unfortunate about that.
No. I only said it because that was like the, like Spirited Away was the anime movie. Like people would be like, oh, that's anime. So I was just like, leveling the playing field, not like marking a bottom tier. Because don't get me wrong, like I love Ghibli movies. I was raised on them.
Yeah, so Howl's Moving Castle was probably my first, but I remember Spirited Away got nominated, didn't it?
The Oscar, yeah.
Yep. And it was the highest grossing anime film of all time until Your Name, I think.
Until Kimi no Na wa, yeah.
I saw that one in theaters abroad too.
Yes, that was amazing. Weathering with You also was beautiful. But
I took my mom to see that one.
Your Name was like not only beautiful, but I thought the story was phenomenal. That was something to see.
You guys talk about a lot of different things today, and it was super fun. And what did you guys think of it?
Yes, just a blast.
It was.
Lengthened my plan to watch list for the summer season by several entries.
Yeah,
and I hope that Alison Senpai here enjoyed it as well.
Oh, it was just so much fun to talk with other women who are as into anime as I am and know series that I don't and know things that I don't. And it was just a great time.
We feel the same.
We do.
Definitely a lovely, lovely desk. Or lovely guest, not a desk. Wow. I'm so sorry.
Agreed.
Before we close, we have a Twitter account and website, so make sure to check it out and tweet us your questions, suggestions for future specials, and comments at #AnimeRoomy. Tell us your summer anime recommendations. And
yes,
that will be all for today. Thank you for tuning in, and see you again next time. Bye-bye, Roomies.
Bye-bye, Roomies.
Bye-bye, Roomies.
Bye-bye, Alison Senpai.
Bye-bye, Alison Senpai.
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。